So what up? It's your boy Rello. We doing our first video today, and I appreciate anybody who's watching and subscribing. And again, I want to put in this that this is not a hate channel. This is not a bigotry channel or sexist or whatever kind of channel. This is just opinions that I have on types of situations, and some controversial, some funny, some sad. But I mean, let's get into it, right? All right. So what we're talking about today is going to be transgenders in sports. As you see, I got a video up. It's a 5-minute video. We're gonna walk, pause, talk about it, see what we got. But I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. Feel some type of way. Hit your boy back up. We in this. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Transgenders in sports.
Transgender MMA fighter has said she wants a license to fight in California.
Biological male.
See, now this is what I go crazy. Right now, the first thing they showed was a MMA fighter. I talked about this before. Full bone. That's a man. That's an MMA fighter who switched from being a male to a female and say is about his late 20s, early 30s. This man, look at his arms. He didn't get done being a female without, he got them working out as a male for at least 25 years of his life. And now he wants to identify as female, which is cool with me again. Don't care what you identify with. But now you're fighting women. And it's like, no matter what, no matter how long that you've been a woman, a couple months, a year, two, you still have the body structure of a full-grown man. And now you out there wrestling women who've been doing the sport for years and dominating them. Even though you took your testosterone, I take female pills, you dominate these women because you're muscle mass, because you've been a male for 20-something years. You went through puberty as a male. But anyways, let's get back into it. We're going to finish watching.
Fight in California.
Biological male has just become the first transgender person to win a world title in cycling.
First transgender weightlifter winning her maiden international event as a woman.
A biological male winning a gold medal in a women's event now seems a matter of when, not if.
Look at the one in the Superman
Since
shirt.
sports events began,
She was like, yeah,
men and
supposed to
women
have
have been
first.
segregated by gender to make the competitive events fairer.
Alright, so what they're saying right now is they're saying throughout history, men and women have been segregated in sports because of male structure and muscular and the advantage that the male has growing up. And women are usually tenderly smaller. So
Due to differences in muscle mass, innate strength, or testosterone levels.
average skeletal muscle of a woman, 21 to 33. That's average.
But nowadays, these physical differences no longer seem to be a determining factor.
There are all kinds of reasons that people have advantages. Somebody's parents can give them year-round training. Somebody else is really, really tall and someone's really, really short. Sport is...
All right, let me stop that right there. Your parents can give you year-round training. Your parents can give you money, books, knowledge. Your parents can't give you your puberty, your growth. You work out for that. Like, for her to say there's all kind of advantages in sports, and then use, oh, your parents can give you year-round training. That's not the difference between a man and a female. That's not the same. It's not.
Never been fair. You bought into that myth, so have a lot of other people, but let's face it, if I wanted to be a jockey, I couldn't be.
Can be.
Nature endows her gifts unevenly in society.
It's true that some physical characteristics give athletes an unusual advantage in sports, like Michael Phelps' long arms or Usain Bolt's height. But the genetic difference of being born as a male or female and...
Yo, I want to stop this. Look at 44's face. Look at 44's face. all the other people on her team was like, cool. 44 was like, yo, what the fuck? I just want to place that there. 44 ain't having that shit.
Competing with the opposite gender.
Look at him. Man choking out this female. This female is like, what is going on here? Let's rewind it. Look at her
And
face.
competing
She's like, what did I just get myself into?
with the opposite gender proved to be more of a
struggle on his
determining
face.
factor than any bodily developments in sports.
If you go through puberty, you have all the benefits of having a male body. And even if you transition and reduce your testosterone, you're still going to have those benefits. You're going to have the bone structure, the slightly bigger heart, more red blood cells.
Yep.
So therefore, a female athlete competing versus a transgender female is always going to be at a disadvantage.
Testosterone levels are important because the amount of the hormone defines the eligibility of athletes to compete whenever sporting events are limited to a single sex, following IAAF rulings.
International. Ooh. Alright, so what they're doing here is giving you samples. It's the International Association of Athletic Federations. And they're giving you the normal testosterone levels for a woman is 0.12 to 1.79. And the average male, which they're going to show you, that's your average male. 7.7 to 29. Look at the difference in numbers and averages. That's just a basic male and basic female. Males.
The idea that we need to protect women's or female sport from other women and females is itself.
Alright. This is a 5-minute video. We about halfway through. But check this out. First transgender woman to win track world title. So that's a full grown ass man who sometime a couple months ago, a year ago, when this came okay, decided he wanted to be a female. I bet you $10 his body type, his arms is like
Apparently
massive.
discriminatory. No testosterone.
Look at this man's arms. This man is about 6'2", 6'3". Probably ran track his whole life as a man. Didn't do good. Never was great at it. He probably was in so decent. Decided, oh, I'm gonna be a female. I feel like a female. Ran track, won a world title. And they didn't say no. College, first transgender woman to win a track world title. So females have been practicing their whole life to get this shot. Their whole life working out, muscles, running every day. Every day. And then this male decides, I want to be a female, which is okay, like I said, but then she goes and joins a women's sport, track, and wins her first world title. Come on, people. Like when do we call attention to
Apparently
this?
discriminatory. No testosterone policy will ever work.
Males
And I also want to say, no matter who you are, transgender, male, female, like when you saying, oh, it's not cool for a man, like for you to tell me that I can't do something because I'm a man. It's not cool for you to tell me I can't do something because I'm a transgender. You can't tell me I can't do something because I'm a woman. When a transgender woman says, it's not a disadvantage if I compete against other women. Yeah, it is, you're a man. Your opinion matters, but it don't really, not in this situation.
to female athletes no longer need to have reassignment surgery, but they do need to.
Look how big of the difference is. That is a big woman. That's a man. That's a full-grown man. And what they just said is he doesn't even have to fully transition into a woman to play the sport. Basically, all he has to do is say, I feel like I'm a woman and I want to play the sport. And I'm pretty sure you got to take some time to testosterone or show that you don't have testosterone in your body for a certain amount of time, which I'm pretty sure they'll probably say something about. But I just want to put this out there. That's a full-grown woman. That's a full-grown man transitioning into a woman. He is still dominating over this girl. And she a big girl. He is still dominating. Playing rugby. So that means he out there, full-grown man hitting woman. Football hitting woman. Think about that.
Demonstrate that their testosterone levels have been.
Look at this man's arms. This man's got 4 skillets. Even 3 is 315.
Below 10 nanomole per
And
liter.
he's squat jerking this shit.
For at least 1 year.
Squat jerking. 315. What kind of woman you know squat jerking 315? The biggest woman you ever seen probably squat jerking 300.
According to the 2016 International Olympic Committee guidelines.
It's not saying you're a man or a woman. It's saying you can compete.
It's not saying you're a man or a woman.
A matter of eligibility to participate in certain competitions.
In the case of female to male athletes, they can compete without restrictions.
The 10
Alright, see? At that point right there, they're proving there's a difference. They say to be a man competing in a female sport, you have to have this. Stuff. You gotta be off of this for so long, off of that for so long. But for a female to compete in a male sport, there's no restrictions. So basically what they're saying is they know if a man joins a woman's sport, he's gonna dominate it. So they try to put restrictions on to keep it from happening. But then they're saying they also know that any woman who joins a male professional sport is not gonna win world titles, not gonna win, gold medals, things of that nature. They're gonna be knocking men out left and right. Like, it's crazy. Because then you see the men doing it to the women, and they're winning world titles, and I got a gold medal. I just won my wrestling championship, my track. Like, it's crazy. It's a difference between being a male and a female. And they're basically saying it right here, saying women who transfer to be males don't have to have a restriction on joining a male sport because they're already at the disadvantage because they were females, which is meaning that the men joining women's sports, they have restrictions on because they're now admitting that they have an advantage over the females because they were males. Think about that. They just said that. I'm gonna rewind it so you can hear them. I'm gonna rewind it right here so you can hear them.
A matter of eligibility to participate in certain competitions.
In the case of female to male athletes, they can compete without restrictions.
No restrictions.
The 10 nanomoles per liter, as I understand it, something like 90% of female athletes, their testosterone levels are around 3 nanomoles per liter. So in other words, this upper limit is 3 times what would be typical in a female athlete. So it seems like a kind of arbitrary setting unrelated to the reality.
The average
Is 3 times what would be typical in a female
What
athlete.
she have? She got 2 skillets, 10 kilograms. So she's doing about 225, maybe 200 pounds. Because they don't look like they full 45s. The big ones back here say 30 or 20 on them. So these say 10. So she got 10, 20, 30, 40 with about 100 pounds on the bar. Give or take, about 100 pounds. And the man who was doing the same thing had over 315, saying, we fair. Even though I stopped taking testosterone, but we still fair. He doing 325 high, and she's doing barely 100. Look, and he's competing against girls like this.
So it seems like a kind of arbitrary setting unrelated to the realities of the situation.
Well, I actually agree with you.
Yo, she couldn't even say nothing. All she did was agree. She was like, he said that, and she was like, well, I agree.
Is 3 times what would be typical in a female athlete.
3 times.
So it seems like a kind of arbitrary setting unrelated to the realities of the situation.
Well, I actually agree with you.
I agree with you. This is crazy.
But what happens with student athletes who decide to change their gender? Well, the rules are not clear at all. Most countries don't have clear regulations. And the biggest student sports organization in the US, the NCAA, does not require gender confirmation or a legal recognition of a player's transition sex in order for transgender players to participate on a team that matches their identity. At least 1 year of hormone treatment prior to competing on a female team.
Oh my God.
Players to participate on a team that matches their identity. At least 1 year of hormone.
Look at this. This is college. This is college. Look at this man. This man gotta be 6'6". Look at the girl behind him. Let's play.
Treatment prior to competing on a female.
Look at this whole team of basketball girls. He's skyscrapering over everyone on the team. The tallest one on the team is about 5'11", 6 foot. He gotta be 6'6". That's a full-grown man who decided to be a female after he's worked out, after he hit both his puberties. It's crazy. That is crazy.
Team.
Male to female transgender breaking women's bench pressing record. Look how big that man is. He ain't been a female his whole life.
In the middle of all this legal mess, Zuby, a UK-based rapper, basically identified as a female and broke British women's weightlifting record.
Let me finish.
Saying, look, I'm not a professional powerlifter, but even I myself, I can stroll into the gym on any given day and I can break the British women's bench.
So basically what he's saying is, since all this is going on, he, look, full-grown man. He ain't even a workout. He said, I don't even work out. All he did was say, I identify as a woman, walked into a gym, broke the woman's bench pressing record. That easy. He don't even work out. He just said it. I don't even work out.
Rapper, basically identified as a female and broke British women's weightlifting records.
Saying, look, I'm not a professional powerlifter, but even I myself, I can stroll into the gym on any given day and I can break the British women's bench press record. I can break the British women's deadlift record. When I'm on form, I could potentially break the British female squat record. And I don't even compete.
So if you're a woman and you're a natural woman and you don't take any extra hormones or male hormones, you're not taking steroids or any sort of performance-enhancing drugs, you're doing your very best to compete and you're at the top of the heap. But then someone comes along that was a man for 30 years and decides that they're going to be a woman, and this has happened, and literally transitioned a few months ago, and competes as a woman and destroys records and dominates.
I want to replay that part.
In that sport.
That's
and you don't take any extra hormones or male hormones, you're not taking steroids.
When I'm on form, I could pretend.
I'm going to replay that in a second. But basically what he just said was Joe Rogan. I don't even fuck with Joe Rogan like that, but me and him got to be on the same. He said, so basically if you're a female your whole life, and you've been working your whole life at this one thing, I want to be a great basketball player, I want to be the best football player, I want to be a soccer player, I want to be the best, and weightlifting, you know, anything you want to do, polo, swimming. You've been training your whole life as a female, and now it's 2019, and this guy who's been a guy, same age as you, 33, and you like, man, this is my year. This is my year. Got this. Nobody better than me. I'm in the best shape of my life. I've been working out hard. Then this man comes. Besides Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, same difference. Comes in and he decides, oh, I want to be a swimmer. I want to be a track star. I want to be a basketball player. I want to play women's softball. I want to do women's wrestling, women's volleyball. He's been a man for 30 years. Besides, he wants to change, and what they're saying now is you don't even have to go through a surgery. You don't even have to have boobs. Every transgender person we've seen in this video, none of them have boobs, and they say you didn't even have to go through a surgery to be a female. You just had to identify and prove that your testosterone was under this much for so many months. So that means even right after, you can go back to taking testosterone or go back to letting your body do what it wants and become a man again. So that's what's crazy to me. It's like you've been working out your whole life, females, and then this man comes and he's like, oh, you thought it was your year for the track star just retired, and it's you. And this man comes and just blows you out the water. Like, if that doesn't upset you, then I don't know what's going on.
Actually break the British female squat record, and I don't even compete.
So if you're a woman and you're a natural woman and you don't take any extra hormones or male hormones, you're not taking steroids or any sort of performance enhancing drugs, you're doing your very best to compete and you're at the top of the heap. But then someone comes along that was a man for 30 years and decides they're going to be a woman, and this has happened, and literally transitioned a few months ago and competes as a woman and destroys records and dominates you in that sport. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Joe Rogan said it the best, man. That's gotta be bullshit. It's gotta be so much bullshit for, something like that, because you don't think about it. Like I said, everybody be who you want to be. You want to be a transgender, be a transgender. You want a male, female, straight, gay, whatever. I don't really care. It's not my problem. It's not in my everyday life. Really don't bother me. But I seen this issue on Facebook. I brought it up, talked to my wife. Had a few conversations about it. So I thought I should make a vlog about it. But my baby's up, so I'm gonna make this short. So basically, what I'm saying is, I feel that if we're gonna have transgenders in sports, you play your sport for your biology. If I took your DNA and it came back male, you play a male sport. If it came back female, you play a female sport. Until we can come up with a league that is basically saying transgenders are in this sport. And if you want to play the sport and you're a man, female, you can. But transgenders are in the sport. Where does it stop? Where do we stop this at? So you saying Bruce Jenner was able to become Caitlyn Jenner and got Woman of the Year, Courage of the Year award, Woman of the Year award for women who have been doing something long years ago. Bruce Jenner, 50-something-year-old man, was like, I identified as a woman. I done had kids, a whole family, had stardom as a man, went and dominated, my track stuff as a man. Well, okay. And now you got, what are we stopping? What are we stopping? Just start talking like LeBron James. What if LeBron James was like, I want to identify as a woman. This man done broke numerous of NBA records. So he's identified as a woman, go to the WNBA. Do you think that's fair? Would that be fair for the WN? All them women have been playing basketball their whole lives. And then LeBron James is like, I feel like a woman. I'm gonna come dunk all over y'all. I break every record that you possibly have in the NBA, in the WNBA, which would happen. And you can't say because it's LeBron James. Same difference with him. He's 30. What if he was like, hey, I'm a woman. I feel like a woman. I'm going to go play WNBA. He would completely and utterly dominate those women. And where do we stop it at? And what do we... It's like another women's sport. Michael Phelps was like, I want to be a female swimmer. Came back in female swimming in the Olympics. Won a couple more gold medals. Took somebody's spot. Let's go even higher, dog. What if Trump was like, I identify as a woman? Would he now be the first woman president? Out of all the women that's been doing all these things all these years and have goals and accomplishments and want to be a woman, the first woman president? What if Trump was like, I feel like a woman. Changed his gender right there. Would he be the first woman president? I don't know, man. But hit me up. Like I said, appreciate y'all watching. It's your boy Rello. Let me know what you want in the comments and any topics or any subjects you want to talk about next time. Videos you want me to react to. Hit me up. Got you. It's your boy.